And hello.
Hello, everyone.
How are we doing? Hello, Zuba. Hello, Lita. Hello, Layman.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. We're going to sound
Excellent.
frustratingly nervous for the time being, but we're going to get over it. Yeah, Lita has been
Yeah.
recovering from the plague.
I hope you are more better than you were, Lita.
And Zuba, last time we talked, you were suffering from rather hectic work schedule, so I hope you've recovered a bit as well. And yes, it's worth using the multi to watch us both, because during the podcast we're going to be watching a few videos, and it's going to be showing on my screen.
Yep.
At some point we'll have them on both, but this is all, it's all going to go gravy. And we'll probably be picking brains later. Like, I don't know if we need any advice about Audacity. I don't know if anyone might pop to mind about that who has lots of incredible insights and is a wonderful person and lives up in Scotland, and no one in mind, but So yeah, what are we going to do? We're going to start off by saying who we are. Why don't we start with who is Lateman and what does he do?
Well, I am Lateman. What do I do? Of course, stream games. You guys know, well, mostly know what I play. I'm into, bus sims and truck sims and all that stuff. Retro games.
The real stuff.
The real stuff. And yeah, just I like third person, first person shooters, variety of games, I should say. So yeah, that is me. And who are you?
I'm TheFoodcartGamer. I stream a variety of games as well. I like my sci-fi. I like a first-person shooter. I'm not very good at them. I like exploring the bus sims with Lateman as well, and generally seeing what's out there. And playing a good few group games with people as well. Just getting involved in a nice little community. Also, I work in a sweet shop, and I have a very sweet tooth. We'll come back to that later. But it's an important thing to have. And yeah, two of us combined thought we'd like to have a natter. We thought you lot might want to listen. So we thought podcast.
Yeah.
We'd very much like to know what you think of it. So, shall we start a proper?
Yeah.
So, first topic is game news.
Week in gaming, basically.
Exactly. We're going to do this it's going to be highly technical. Just watch this. You're going to be amazed. Because look, got a working TV up here. And it gets to a big TV, look at that. All professional. So yeah, this is Sonic Frontiers is coming out, new Sonic game. I've not been excited about Sonic game for a while, because some of them have been a bit dodgy. There was one that came out that kind of won back its glory. Sonic.
I think it was the Generations one.
Because
that had a bit of everything, didn't it?
Yeah, Generations, because that had old and new. But there was like Sonic Mania. Was that it?
Yeah, Sonic Mania was totally old school.
Yeah.
The person who made it was, brought back like the old school Sonic mixed with like a few, I suppose, extra bits to maps. So there were familiar maps that had like a bit extra to them, and plus some new maps. I played a little bit of it. It's a challenge. But it is really cool.
I am lacking a working controller at the moment. I do need to look into getting one, because at the moment I've got a 360 controller, which I know should work and just doesn't. and I'm just too stubborn to actually just go and get a new one. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't work. But at some point we'll do. But right, shall we watch the trailer?
Yes.
Alright, get that loaded up. Okay, on. Do a 3, 2, 1.
TV.
3, 2, 1. You just don't know if this is. I mean, not all of this is going to be gameplay, of course, but.
Wait, is it showing? You're not showing?
Are you not seeing it? Are you seeing it on chat? Are you seeing it? Should be seeing it.
Is it because I'm seeing it as a delay, maybe?
Maybe.
That's probably what it is. Okay, cool. I was behind, that's why.
Cool, cool.
I'm seeing Food Cart's chat in and delayed back.
Alright, we'll do a 3, 2, 1 in the future, and we'll you watch it on yours, I'll watch it on mine, it'll sync up perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks really pretty.
It does.
It kind of makes me think of Shadow Colossus. Okay, it's really making me think of Shadow Colossus. What? Was that Eggman's robot? So it's on pretty much everything. Oh, that looks pretty. Hello, Cyber. Yeah, Wing Troker, she uses... It's just good seeing a Sega. Although, it's a Bing. What was wrong with Sega?
I know, so that was
experience like never before.
iconic.
I know. I mean, I remember it was a Game Gear I had first, so it was like a really 8-bit Sega. That wasn't 8-bit, but you can imagine it from that.
Mm.
I'm excited. I want to play a good Sonic game again.
Yeah, same. Hopefully this one will be pretty cool.
I was trying to get the PS2 working because I've got a disc with all of the different Sonic games, retro ones, and just the delay was too much. So I need to get a better capture card than the £10 one I got, which was always going to be a bit dodgy. It works perfectly with the N64, absolutely no delay at all.
Mm.
But we'll work that out at a later point. Right, onwards and upwards to the next one. What was the next one? Best Cyberpunk games. It's have you played Cyberpunk 2070?
I have not. I've not played it yet.
Your type of game?
It is my type of game. The reason why I didn't get it because obviously it was quite a buggy mess when it came out.
Yeah.
So that put me off from buying it. I still kind of want to get it as I think it's more cheaper now. You can get it cheaper, I think. But yeah, it is my sort of game. I do like the look of it. It's something I will hopefully purchase at some point soon.
Sekian played through it, and I got to watch a fair whack of him playing that. And it looked good, and he had fun. He did keep talking about, oh, I know you can hear it, the keyboard. They can hear me chatting away at the keyboard. Because I'm trying to be funky and talk to chat, it just wasn't working. So this one is the Cyberpunk games that are better than 2077. I just want to see if we'd heard of any of them. I'm sure we have some of them.
Let's have a look.
I mean, Deus Ex being the first one. What was it? It was the game where the most amount of people had played the first 10% of it and then uninstalled and then gone, oh, I love that game, and played the first 10% of it again. it was a beautiful world. Did you play it at all? The first one?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. I think I played a little bit of it. But I didn't play much of it. It's a game that I actually don't own.
No, I'd recommend it. Really would. It can be a bit tricky getting it to work at the correct speeds.
Mm.
Just if you don't, it just runs so fast. Just you can't focus. Like everyone's talking really quickly. But it's surprisingly well fleshed out world. Like each level you're put into.
Mm.
Uh, Even remember going around a house that had nothing to do with the mission, but there were books there, and one even included recipes. And I remember making some of the recipes in the real world, just
Oh, nice.
because. And it was just like what could have just been a shooter
Yeah.
was so much more,
Mm.
and that nice cyberpunk aesthetic, sci-fi aesthetic, which I lust after.
Yeah, I always like the trailer.
Yeah, it was a good trailer.
Mm.
Invisible War, I played that less, although it was really pretty. And the
Mm.
starting demo was amazing. Like the intro video.
Okay.
Just what system was it? Was that PS2 still? I think it was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Invisible War, that is, I mean. But
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
oh yeah, there's a Give Me Deus Ex mod for sure. It helps smooth. Okay, so yeah, there is a nice mod for it to get it to playable, really.
Hmm.
Next one down's Blade Runner. Did you even know the game existed? I did, but I don't think I played it ever.
I did. This is the one that I have played,
Ooh.
and yeah, it's really good. It's a really good game. Enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. It was one of those that I didn't think it would be my sort of game because it is one of those, click sort of here and there sort of thing. Yeah, no, I found it really fun. Because it had multiple endings, I believe.
Oh, nice. So you could really fluff it,
Yeah,
really ruin your chances.
yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool for its time. I believe, didn't they re-release this one? I don't know if it was a remaster.
It's on
What?
GOG. I'm just loading that up now. Do, 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 do. Boop.
I thought they brought something out of it.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, I love these types of graphics.
Mm.
There was another game I used to have, Creed or The Creed. It was a long time ago. Hello, Aura. How you doing?
They
Little
are,
dancing character there. I like it. What's the hell dancing character? Franny Mina hype. That is very hype. I like it. Just a pretty looking game.
mm.
And an aesthetic I absolutely love. I mean, you watch the movie and you always want to do that mirror thing, like zoom in on the mirror, then the second mirror. No, there's Rachel. And the Van Kampf test. Did you watch both movies? The most recent one as well.
Yes.
What did you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I've only seen the newer one once, so I haven't had a chance to watch it again. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really good.
I think I've watched it twice now. I like it.
Mm.
I like it. It's chasing a beast of a movie, so it's.
Yeah,
I remember watching a YouTube on how they, in the first movie, that starting bit where they scan the camera, swoops over the entire city,
yes,
like the fire exploding in the background. That they were saying how they shot that was it was a really expensive camera that just spun from left to right and then reset itself, and they just kept changing the scenery behind, there was white paper behind where the explosions were, where the fire clouds were,
yeah,
and then the next, just so what you're watching is a composite of like multiple sweeps, and apparently it just cost a ridiculous amount of money, but you got that incredible starting point. What about you in chat? Have you watched the Blade Runner movies? Have you played the Blade Runner game? What did you think of it?
and I did see an article actually that there was going to be another Blade Runner game coming out.
Really?
I don't know if it was a Kickstart thing, but yeah, there's apparently a new one coming soon.
Ooh. Wait, what's this? Blade Runner 2019?
Yeah, that should do.
I think it's a comic. I'm intrigued. I'll save that for later. Yeah, there was a Blade Runner game. I think I knew it did exist, but I didn't have any kind of system that could run it back in the day, and it was pricey. So I was just like, well, I'll put that in the old memory bucket for another day. Right, should we go on, move on? Otherwise, we'll just talk about Blade. Well, sorry, I'll talk about Blade Runner for the rest of the day. So, okay, what was the next one? Neuromancer.
Neuromancer.
Haven't heard of it.
Yeah, this is a game that I'm not familiar with. Or
89.
heard
So
of.
it's definitely one I would have.
And also, for those of you that are in my chat, I don't have a screen for showing the videos, so I've linked the web page.
Cool. So Neuromancer, unlike Blade Runner, the Adventure. It's like Adventure but spelt wrong. RPG based. Neuromancer diverges from its original source. Okay, so it's a Neuromancer. It's a book, right? I've read the book. It was like quintessential cyberpunk, like diving in and into the web space. I remember reading that years ago. So okay, moving on from that one because we don't know. Okay, Syndicate Wars.
Yeah, sorry, I was a bit choking.
Oh, don't choke. No.
Always comes at the wrong time.
I don't know if you heard me say Neuromancer. I remember reading it as a book, and I listened to it again recently. Actually,
it's just one I've never heard of.
okay, Syndicate Wars.
Um,
Oh, I remember that.
I do own this, I think.
I think I own it a few times over now.
I've never played it.
I remember the first thing I learned was straight away someone said, "Oh, you know what the like before I'd even installed the game, I knew the cheat for it, which is to call yourself Poo Slice as your name, and then every time you press the full stop, it gives you 10,000 credits, so you can just like win the game straight away. Just like start
Wow.
buying things, but fully destructible environments. The billboards had like the full trailer for Ghost in the Shell. You could
Wow.
turn your characters basically into the Terminator and really decide what they were going to do. Use the Persuadatron to persuade the public, who then pick
Okay.
up the gun of your fallen foes and just become this army. It was a great game. Anyone out there, Syndicate Wars, I'd fully recommend it just as a game to pick up again. Do not go anywhere near the first-person shooter Syndicate that they did after. That was not.
I think I own that as well for free.
Even
Oh,
even that, it wasn't worth it.
yeah, I mean, I think I tried the demo of that on the when I had an Xbox 360, and I mean it was an okay shooter, but it was just a demo. I haven't played the full game either. But yeah, I mean, like to be honest, like with these type of games, it's not really my sort of thing
Forte.
because I'm not a fan of the point and clicking type games like this.
Yeah.
Because we own another one, right, which is called it was called Satellite Rain or something,
Yeah.
and I tried that one out with T
Mm.
some months ago, and yeah, even though it looks a pretty game, it's really nice, but yeah, I just couldn't get on with it. I just like I was in the menus, and for some reason the game was still going on, so I think I ended up shooting it innocent, and then police came, and then I was trying to fight them, but then I couldn't figure out how to shoot them, and then I died.
Oh no.
So, so yeah, yeah, I just
Wasn't the
couldn't get on
dream.
with those games. Yeah, but
Uh,
I mean, I'm sure
Satellite
other
Rain's
Europe.
actually it's the spiritual successor of this game because the Syndicate first-person shooter it wasn't by the same team. It was by the same publisher,
Hmm.
um, and did not have the original team's blessing. Satellite Rain was their baby that is a Syndicate Wars sequel, but of course could not use any of the right names. So instead of Persuadatron, it was Mind Control Gun until they figured out a better name for it. uh, they went on that, but yeah, I can see it
Hmm.
because Syndicate Wars, even on its time, was kind of it was. You could tell your people to go to a place, and while they were walking over, you could kind of plan what they were doing. But
Yeah.
if they ran into the wrong people, you could there was a nice bit of strategy to it, but I can
Hmm.
see how it could frustrate many. I haven't completed Satellite Rain actually. I should probably start again. I can't remember anything. The next one down is System Shock 2. I think I've dragged you into this a few times, haven't I?
Yes, you have. Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
love
not
it.
a bad game.
One of my favourites of all time. What did you like about it, if anything? You're allowed to hate it. You're allowed to
Yeah,
hate a game I hate. I like.
it has been a while since we played it. I don't know. It was just a fun little shooter puzzle game kind of thing. Um, I don't think there was anything that I didn't like about it. Um, yeah, I think it's quite cool.
I loved it. It was
Enjoy it.
sci-fi that could make me jump, and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
really, it was. I like fantasy. I do love Skyrim, but having a psionic rather than a mage, just it's all in a word, and it made me very happy. Just being able to repair your gun on the fly, or have a boss come around the corner and your shotgun jam,
Mm.
and you've got to figure out how to take out a boss with a wrench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. One of
Wasn't
my
there
favourite
like
games.
a crazy monkey or something in there? Or am I making that up?
No, you've got it. You've got it. So it was set on a ship. Syndicate Wars. Sorry, Syndicate. System Shock 2 was set on Trioptimum's ship.
Mm.
I've forgotten the name of it. But yeah, they were doing many experiments they wouldn't be allowed to do on the planet Earth, including genetically engineering monkeys. So they ended up with psionic abilities.
Mm.
And there was a few Easter eggs throughout the whole game, and one of the main ones being at the very start, before you get off the tram and before you start choosing your progression line, if you're going to be like a soldier or a psionic,
Mm.
there's a hidden basketball. You find it,
Oh,
put it in your
oh yeah.
inventory,
Mm.
and keep it to the very end of the game, which is so annoying because every single inventory slot is priceless and you've lost one. But yeah, you throw it for a basketball hoop, and suddenly monkeys take over the intercom and just start having a go at you. I love that game.
What's next?
Shadow on Dragonfall.
Okay, so this is. I think I own some of these because they were free on Epic. I think
Mm.
the trilogy, but I've never played them again. So these are games I've not played. How about yourself?
I have played it a long time ago. I'm fairly certain I did enjoy it, but I remember it existing as like a book series, like a cyberpunk alternative to D&D,
Mm.
along with it was like long lines of BattleTech was there as well. Mech warriors, and so there were robots on one side of my brain, and then Shadowrun, Dragonfall. Just I think probably where my love for cyberpunk started back in the 80s, late 80s, because I think it was my older brother who got me to a board game that was way too old for me, and I never
Yeah.
enjoyed the board game. But there was this little booklet and it had Shadowrun, and so I remember picking up the game when it eventually came out, but I haven't played it for ages. Street Samurai.
Mm.
Shadowrun is where the idea of Street Samurai came from. So like Cyberpunk 2077 had it as well.
Yeah. Mm.
Just yeah.
Mm.
I have to give it a look again. I don't know if it's multiplayer. I assume it's just single player, if memory serves.
Possibly.
We'll have to have a goose and a gander. What's next? Visible ink. Ooh.
Again, this is another one that I've not heard of.
No, have I. Oh, I remember seeing this come out. It's a stealth and turn-based tactics. So kind of like XCOM, it looks like,
Mm.
but with cyberpunk stealthy hacking. Okay. Visible Ink. Anyone out there played Invisible Ink? What did you think of it? Let us know. I don't know. It looks interesting.
Does.
Hiding spots. It's like Metal Gear Solid meets XCOM, maybe.
Mm.
Judging by a picture and a bit of text. And then another, I'm moving down one to the next Jusek, Human Revolution. Didn't really play it. Not yet. I wanted to go through the whole system, like Deus Ex 1, then 2, then Human Revolution, and then couldn't get Deus Ex working, so just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, again, it's not one that I've played either. But again, they look pretty cool to play. Um, I don't know if I own some of them. Again, I think I have at least one of these for free.
Oh, I think I might have this one free because of you as well. I know at the time there was some issue with this Human Revolution because in the first game, if you were coming up against a boss, you could choose what to do. You could go in guns blazing, firing rocket launchers at them until they were dead. You could figure out a way to arrest them, or circumnavigate and avoid them completely. Just sneak around them, and the boss is still there in existence, and you carry on with your life. Happy days. Whereas this was more of a, if there's a boss, you're going to have to fight them. It took some of the options away. Because in Deus Ex there were multiple endings as well.
Oh, okay.
I think the following games act as if you have chosen a specific one, already, but yeah, that's fair enough.
Mm.
Okay, Mankind Divided. Might have to Human Revolution and then Mankind Divided. I'll have to give that a look at some point.
New one.
Yeah. Really, I think I might have Mankind Divided. I don't know. What's the next one?
Sure.
Let's
Neon Struck.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Does look cool. Again, one I've not
Faceless
heard of
Man.
myself.
Ooh. I mean, I know it's minimalist graphics, but I love that type of thing. So it's on Steam. Neon Struck. I want it. Ooh, I want to play this game. This looks so pretty. You can crawl through vents. Espionage. Omnipresent CCTV. Ooh. There's a spy, stealthy, doobie-bob. I'm up for that. But I also don't know anything about it. On to the next one. Neocab. Hey, this is how I can drag you fully into the cyberpunk. It's basically a bus driving sim, but it's a taxi driving sim.
Okay. Yeah, again, I've not heard of this one before. Actually, looking at the picture, I think I have seen it as a trailer before.
Because there was another cab game in kind of cyberpunk world. It was like Cloud Cab or something.
Yeah, actually, me and Stig were talking about it the other night. I believe it was called Steam. Oh, let me have a look. Me and Stig were talking about it. I know that. Oh, it's called Cloudpunk. That's what.
Cloudpunk. Oh yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
I like it when you want one cab-based cyberpunk game, and then two come along. Ooh. Actually, I've done that because I don't know if that goes full screen for you or not. Probably doesn't.
That's full screen.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good-looking game.
Well, I actually say that was full screen, but it's actually a NAT I'm getting your string up phone. I thought it was the game, but then also like something about baseball. And I was like, wait, hang on.
£17. It's a bit, but actually it looks a far bigger game than I thought it was. And there's been a cockpit update with it. That's a pretty looking game.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And Neocabs, 11:39. I was going to have a look at the video for that as well. Okay, loving the music. Okay, so it's a visual novel version, this one.
Okay.
One was in a spacesuit, I love it. The passengers asked if they were allowed to dive roll out of the car. Yeah, knock yourself out, mate. You probably will. Okay. I can think of a few people who would enjoy this. Neocab and the Cloud one, which I've immediately forgotten the name of. Cloudpunk. Cloudpunk car? Or was it just Cloudpunk?
Just Cloudpunk.
Cool. Clearly I want it because I can't remember it. Yeah, bit of the Fifth Element taxi. I admit I was working out the Sixth Sense taxi in my head. I was trying to get there, or I was. Okay, scrolling down, the Red Strings Club.
Again, not a game that I am familiar with.
No. An android Akara 184 manipulates emotions by crafting cybernetic implants. And a love story with a real punch to it. Interesting. Yeah, point and click, so might not be your type of game, might not be my type of game. I don't know. Again, just seeing if a picture wins us over, and that one doesn't bring me joy quite yet. Scrolling down to Ruin there. It's talking about sexy cyber ladies, themed gangs. There's a tightly designed action game. It's a top-down shooter that plays just as well with mouse and keyboard and twin sticks. Okay, so it's a twin-stick shooter game. It's not really my style. I've had a few, and I've even enjoyed a few, and then still not really my type of game.
Yeah, I've not. I think I own this one, but Yeah, I've not played it either. Looks cool.
And Arcane is the next one.
And
I mean, it's an
I
awesome
wanna
GIF.
yeah, I want to say I may have this one, but again, not played it. Does look cool.
In the middle of Mega Tokyo. Just you and every single member of the Yakuza who all want you dead. One hit kill arena battle where you got a katana, a gun, and upgradable cigarettes. Okay, I'm more interested now all of a sudden. I mean, I don't smoke, and generally, if I play a character, they don't smoke, but upgradable cigarettes, suddenly. The dash move where you draw a line across the screen to your destination, then everybody between you and that point drops dead. Ooh, that is nice.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
In animation, looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm interested now, man. Okay, I think we're starting to get into even more obscure games, aren't we? As we.
Yep.
The next one is. Well, you can say this one.
Murigari? No.
A Morangi?
Morangi? Yeah. Generation.
The Meringue generation. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. The Umarang generation.
Always got a good point. Cigarettes that can charge your phone, maybe. Yeah. You know, order you a pizza. You know, you see someone ringing and you pick up the cigarette and it's what type of message you want to say to them, but risky if you smoke the wrong cigarette, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's proper 1980s aesthetic. Bad look of it. Ooh, a photography game about documenting the area. Turunga Otaria. I have not said that at all right. Mechs on the horizon and riot cops on the streets. I might enjoy that game. There was another game I played a while ago, Sludge or Slime, and it was about taking photographs around a city. And it was fascinating. I only got it because it was free through Epic. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ever played it. But it was a really good game. I can't remember what it's called right now. I'll look it up for next time. What's the next one? Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate.
Did you ever play
it?
Not at all?
Don't know. I mean, I've never really played the Final Fantasy games, to be honest. So I'd probably say no. It wouldn't be one that I would play. Yeah, just because I'm not into the Final Fantasy games, I'm afraid.
I've played a bit of it when I've been round friends back in the day with PS1s out in front. And I know a bit about the story.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed a few other JRPG games. That kind of, the way the fights happen.
Mm.
Doesn't always win me over, but sometimes does. Oh, it's on Epic as well. Weirdly, I can't remember it popping up that often. Normally Epic's quite good
Yeah,
at throwing games up at you, saying, "Hey, you might like this."
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I haven't really seen them do that. Maybe they won't for this type of game. Maybe.
Maybe not. Still, could be fun.
Hmm.
The next one, Unsighted. Ooh. It's starting to go a bit random. Should we just move on to another topic? Cyberpunk games are getting madly out of hand.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of them, isn't there?
Right. What's the next topic then? We can look at Cyberpunk games again later. It just kept going on and on.
So many.
What about that one? Or can look at Stalker? Or do you want to look at the Gears of War one?
Yeah, we'll check out Stalker.
You ever play Stalker the first way round?
No, I've not. Again, these are some games I haven't
You never
played.
played
But,
Stalker? Oh, it's a beautiful
no,
game.
been kind of thinking about purchasing them to kind of see what they're like. Yeah, they do look pretty good.
Highly recommended. Really highly recommended series. I haven't played. I played the first DLC. Well, I played the game, then the first DLC. I haven't played the second one.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat that first game. It was just incredible. Huge, huge game. And yeah, loads of different endings again, depending how you played it. You got to decide how to approach the world. Glitchy, very glitchy game. But what they did with it. Yeah, Stalker 2, I definitely recommend that when it comes out. Or at least keeping an eye on it.
Mm. Yeah, it does look quite nice.
But yeah, the anomalies were sometimes scarier than the monsters attacking you, which were just great. Anyone out there? Did you play Stalker? I'd recommend it. All right, so what's the next one? Gears of War. That's your
Gears of War games.
that's your baby.
Yeah.
I haven't really played it myself. Not really.
Yeah, I'll definitely highly recommend Gears of War games. I mean, I've played all of them, apart from the latest one. But yeah, I mean, when I owned a Xbox 360, it was one of the most fun games I think I played. Put many hours into each of them. Friends, playing, co-op. And the first one was actually two-player co-op, and then the second one I think was the four-player co-op and upwards.
Because it wasn't an Xbox release game, was it? But it was fairly early on, I think. Like the original
Yeah,
one.
I think the original also came out on the PC, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
I
did
just
release it on the PC.
I just kind of assumed it was an exclusive.
Um,
But they did do that on occasion, didn't they?
yeah, I think it must have come out on the Xbox first. But yeah, and then I think they released it on the PC because Don't remember exactly why, but yeah, they had it on there. And at that time, obviously, you have to have the top spec PC to run that game.
Well, I do have Xbox Game Pass, so I'm kind of sensing if that gets released, it'll be on there, the remaster. So
Yeah.
I think there's a place for us to play that. Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
play
and
that with you.
yeah, I'd definitely highly recommend anyone playing it for story as well. The story has been pretty good throughout each of them. Um, and yeah, the gameplay has also been pretty well done. Um, I think there's yeah, you get a few jump scares kind of in there. Um, yeah, really solid games. Um, of course, this is these ones are going to be remastered. It says in this particular article.
It always looked like an
Um,
interesting story.
yeah, like I say, yes. I don't know, obviously spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it, but yeah, the story for the trilogy part, is really good. After that, it kind of slightly fell off, but like, I'd still say the story weren't too bad, and obviously the new ones that have come out,
Mm.
you know, many years after the original Gears of War games, and yeah, I played the Gears of War 4, and that was a really good story. But yeah,
Nice.
still haven't got around to playing the latest one, which kind of want to see the story in that one.
I remember watching you play it on stream a little while ago.
Yeah,
I say a little while ago, that could have been a year ago, thinking about it.
yeah, it was a little while ago, I think.
Time goes when you're having fun.
That was,
Should we move on to the next one? I know it annoyed you.
yes,
I mean, it is good news for many people.
it is. So basically, those of you, I'm sure most of you know the game Fall Guys. That's coming free now. It's going to be released as a free game in June. So for those of you interested in Fall Guys or been wanting to kind of get it, now you can. It'll be available on. It says this on PC Game. It says Tuesday, June the 21st. It will
It
be available.
it is madness, absolute madness.
Yes.
I don't know if you can have, because although it's like 50 people who are playing against each other, or however many, you can
Mm.
only go at it as a team of 4. Like
Yeah.
you might still be all against each other. Like, well, you are against each other. It is Highlander rules. There can
Mm.
only be one. But it'd be nice to have like a team of 10 of us going in and just having
Yeah.
a crack at it.
It would be good to have like just a host your own
Yeah,
sort of game and then have multiple people in there. That would be something that they could look at maybe.
oof. But yeah, if you haven't got Fall Guys, you'll have it from June. So there you go. Happy days. I still haven't won a crown. I really tried. Never did. Never won a crown. So difficult.
Mm. Maybe we could play when that does go free. Have a Saturday group games.
Yeah, yeah.
Get everyone in and do even though only 4 players can initially go in, but we'll work something out.
Well, we played that other game, and didn't we? Sumo, and we wanted to work out some kind of. It actually would be tricky for Fall Guys. Yeah, we'll work something out. If we start going down the brainstorming path, we will never leave. It'll be a beautiful mess. So the next one is something that you were hearing about. PUBG horror thing.
Yeah, so there was basically there's a horror game coming out by the people that made PUBG. I forget what the name is. Didn't have a link, did we?
No.
But yeah, they're bringing out basically a horror game that's set in the PUBG universe. And yeah, I suppose it's going to be. It could be a battle royale still, just with added horror. Maybe.
I honestly didn't expect to enjoy PUBG at all.
Mm.
It's not really my type of game, but I was wrong. It was really good fun.
Mm.
We even won. I mean, we played it about 100 times and we won once, and it was a glorious feeling. But like, it felt like a fun game. It felt like a lot of people. Yeah, because we played the mobile version on the computer because it was
Yes, we
free
did.
and it was great.
Yeah, it was quite fun. It's one of I would say it was one of our first sort of streams that we did. I think we maybe second or third or something.
Yeah.
But, we played it quite happily for a while, and it was fun. And yeah, towards the end of their before they shut the game down, they were bringing a horror element into the game. So I kind of thought, that's that they probably wanted to get ideas and then what we're gonna see from them, with this new horror game, probably come from that.
The next one, DC Universe Overhaul. Had
Yeah,
you
so
played it before?
I have played the DC Universe MMO before. It was good fun. I think I played that way back when I had a PlayStation 3.
What was your hero?
I can't remember actually. I think I did a Batman style hero. Um, because you can create your own sort of
Hmm.
character, and you can base it around one of the famous superheroes. Um, Also, I'm just looking at chat. Lita, yeah, that's the one. That's the name of the PUBG game.
The Callisto Protocol. I'm still suffering from only having one screen, so it's very difficult to see chat on occasion. I've just got 100 things open. It's very messy.
That's that was yes. Yeah, it's a good game. I think the only issue I had was you could only go up to a certain cap before you can't really do anything else as a free to play member.
Right.
But I don't know if they've changed that since. But yeah, apparently they're doing an overhaul of the game. So I don't know when that is supposed to be happening.
Okay.
But,
Keep an eye on it.
yeah.
It's not a game I had a go at. I don't know why, because I love the DC universe, but
Mm.
it didn't get me wanting to jump in. I mean, I didn't have a PS3, so maybe it was just my system at the time couldn't have run it, and I thought, not really enough reason for me to go. out of a way to do it. But yeah,
Mm.
keep an eye on it. Definitely. Could be fun.
Yeah. I'll definitely keep an eye and see when that is meant to be happening.
What
Should
about
be this year, I think. So.
this year, 22?
Mm.
What about chat? What heroes would you be if you could from the DC universe? Who would you base yours around?
Who would you be?
Who would you be? I mean, not choosing Batman just feels like a foolish mistake. I mean, DC Universe, John Constantine, just, sarky, dark Brit. It's like, yeah, definitely want to base it around that, but I don't know if they've got the magic in there. Can you be Zatanna? I assume the lore is fairly deep in it, just to allow for the universe, but
Yeah. Actually, I'm just looking at that article now. Apparently, it's been delayed to 2023 now.
boo.
I'm disappointed now.
Boo. Okay, we'll have that in the podcast in 2023 again. We'll move on from that disappointment to, another game we were thinking about trying, and a game that we know some of you do like, Star Trek Online.
Star Trek Online.
Lita is right, delayed is better than cancelled. You're outright. Oh, actually, that's the point. System Shock 3 was on the cards, but at the moment it's sort of been cancelled. It hasn't been
okay.
It hasn't been confirmed that it was cancelled, but it's basically been cancelled. Very sad.
It has
But
been. I thought they were still going for it.
there was an article earlier this month
Okay.
that was like, it might not be working, but there wasn't a definite thing. There wasn't. At the very least, there is going to be a delay there, but the trailer for it looks so good. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Star Trek Online. I know Wing loves it and Aura loves it, and I know I've got some things on there that I've redeemed from different bundles we've got over time, but just not quite got around to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't played it for a long time, but yeah, when we did play it, it was a lot of fun.
It looks a great game.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Like, what did you do in it? This is Star Trek Online. We were talking about just trying one day and just about the state of the game. It looks really fun at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember doing some space battles against the cube. Just join a load of people and take down the cube and stuff like that.
Just to prove that resistance is not futile.
Yep.
I like it. I could see us delving into that. I mean, or is that something that could fit into like an occasional alternative to Stellaris? Can we? I could see that working. A few of us jumping in, donning your spacesuits. Choosing a ship, captaining. I mean, there's a few games out there where you can actually get into a crew, can't you? Like, what was it, Pulsar? So you'll have one person as an engineer, one as a captain, one as a science officer, and
yeah, something that I would love to purchase and play. It does look quite fun, and to be able to do that, as well. So yeah, I'll definitely love to purchase that one at some point.
Although it would be less Star Trek, more Galaxy Force.
Chaos.
Pulsar. Yeah.
I'm just trying to show it on the little mock-up thing I've got on the stream. It's a little window. Oh,
Which one are you looking at? Pulsar?
yeah. Just trying to do a thing there.
Ow. Where have you gone?
No sound to it. Put some sound in there.
I've got some sound on mine. They're blind jumping. They seem to be under attack. It's looking very pretty.
It is. It is. Up to 5 players.
Oh, that looks really cool. Because it's a few years old now. No, it's a year old. It was last year it was released. Okay, I thought it was a bit longer ago. Although that's the official release, right? Because it was on alpha for a while before.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had it on the wrong screen. I'm just going to keep it on this small screen now. There we are. So who would you want to be? Do you want to fancy being the captain? Guiding us to victory? To explore the dangerous gallery? Yeah!
No, that's Captain Shanks' job, that is.
We're all dead already. It's worth it though.
He has this game. He actually has this game.
There you are. The SFC crew. I could see us winning that.
Yep.
I think Kraken should be in charge of the money though, just for... I think officially it's the captain to choose that, but... it wouldn't go well at all.
Before it gets this game, he'll be in charge of the engines?
Anything that needs moderation.
Yeah.
You know. The best mod in all the lands. I'm sure that translates to science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently on sale, actually, 15.59.
Yeah, 20% off.
I could be tempted.
It's definitely charms. The next game I wanted to talk about, I was actually quite excited about, Stray. It looked really cool.
Stray.
This one here. You play a...
My name is Swan, producer at Blue 12 Studio.
A stray cat.
Today I'm going to show you more about Stray.
Okay.
Just it's this beautiful looking game. Played from the perspective of a cat, which is amazing.
In Stray, you play as a cat who has fallen inside the mysterious and forgotten city. Separated from his family and injured, he will have to explore and survive in this unwelcoming environment.
Annapurna. Possibly engineering for Aura.
From the cat's unique point of view, players must navigate their way through the dangers of this unfriendly place, and use the cat's skills to solve puzzles and uncover mysteries along the way.
I really wanted to have a go at this game. Definitely going to keep an eye out for it. It is a very Tins game, yeah. Definitely have to let Tins know about this. Just it's got a really nice aesthetic to it. Robots as well, apparently.
Along his journey, the cat will meet a small drone named B12.
Good vitamin to have.
Using the drone's ability to interact with objects in the world and communicate with the strange inhabitants of this secluded place, together they will work to learn more about the secrets of this forgotten community of human-like machines.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Love that you get a little backpack. A nice little vending machine as well that the cat knows how to use. Amazing. Yeah. Definitely excited about this game.
Of course, the cat.
Wow!
And his adventures will
there is scratching, you can scratch the sofa.
But these machines are not the only inhabitants of the city, and some encounters will not be as friendly or safe.
Intriguing.
Running fast, jumping, and using stealth to avoid dangers will all be vital if you want to escape this city and be reunited with family.
Your normal everyday cat driving a cart down a hill scenario. There's Doc Brown as well, but as a robot.
Find a way to defend yourself, and the prey might become the hunter.
Oh, that looks really cool.
Stray is coming to PS4, PS5, as well as PC in early 2022, and we can't wait to show you more.
A guitar made out of a jerry can.
Wow.
It's still just planned.
Hello everyone, my name is Swan, producer
No,
at
don't need to hear you again, sorry.
Graphics are pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking game. Definitely want to have a look at it. Definitely want it. The next one looked kind of cool. I could definitely think of a few people that might be interested in it. Honestly, I didn't know it was coming out. I know it hasn't really got a release date yet, but it is. Do you want to do the reveal on it?
Oh, Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Yeah.
I did see the trailer of this one.
Don't let him see us, precious. They'll find us. They'll see us.
I mean, it looks great. It is odd, isn't it? Because you're just holding it up against what the movies did, and that's not fair. Because that wouldn't be playable. Or against the wonders of Lego.
Yeah.
I'm just getting to murder some orcs. As Gollum. And Smeagol, I think's there as well by the look of it, but that's...
Does look pretty cool.
It's got no release date. It's well in the future, but you will get to be Gollum.
By the looks of it, it looks like you probably would be making choices between his good side and his bad side.
Yeah.
Or however many different sides he has.
Yeah.
Which looks really cool.
It's like the Paragon Renegade, but as just pure internal struggle. Alright. I got time for that. I like that. Okay, the next one's pretty cool. And absolutely insane. The British Museum spent $10,000 to split up GoldenEye split screen.
Okay.
So about £8,000 to turn the N64 wonder piece of GoldenEye just to have it split up into 4 different screens. Just to stop screen cheating. I mean, some people won't be able to play. Also, the fact it's 97, that was so long ago.
It was.
But yeah, it really... I mean, I want to go to the British Museum as often as I can anyway. It's been a few years. But I definitely want to go now, if only to play GoldenEye on a massive screen. But I saw this and I just thought it was so cool.
Does look pretty cool.
So it was a special evening that they had to celebrate the 25th year, so it'll be out there somewhere. It might be difficult to get. Yep, it was last week. It was the 7th and 8th of May. So there you go. They had done it. Wow. So, $10,000 worth just for 2 days. Well, I say that because quite clearly someone's got that at home kind of going, look what I've got.
Yeah, that is a cool thing.
That's an awesome setup.
Hi, it's Jason at the Centre for Computing History. We've just got a setup here of the original GoldenEye running on...
Just watching a little video of it now. Look at that.
...cartridge, but on 4 screens. So I'm not sure if this has actually ever been done before. You can see here that the picture here is split across all the screens. Player 1 here, which is the 3rd screen in, if you want to try to ever go down, so that can go full screen to select the menus. So if you want to start the game up.
Okay.
And go into multiplayer mode, set. And then go back to... So now we've got 4 players, all with each of their own screen. And we're going to have this set up at the GoldenEye event, the 25th anniversary this weekend. As you can see, your control there just controls your own screen. It's a bit of a kludge to do it. You've got these sailors and bits of equipment there.
Bit of a kludge to do it.
There's about £8,000 worth of kit there just to make this work. But it's a bit of fun, and it stops anybody screen cheating. So we're going to have these screens all facing away from each other and play GoldenEye in a new way on the original hardware.
That looks amazing.
Thanks for watching.
I love it. It's just geeks having too much time, and I'm all for it. I'm a geek that has too much time. Well, actually, I wish I had a bit more.
That's really cool.
Speaking of geeks having too much time, the next one, it's N64 again. Someone's gone and got... Hang on. They're working out how to get Portal to work on the N64. And they've recently gone to the step of, this is the GIF that you're looking at is actually in engine. And they've actually got the Portal gun to work. And it includes, what do you call it? You do speed up if you go through it as well, and
Wow.
just showing a little bit. But look at that, N64, and they've got it working. Do you ever play the Portal games?
I played the first one. Really good. Completed it. It was good. Good fun.
Now you get to play it on N64. I mean, that's cool. That's someone doing something that doesn't need to be done. Although apparently someone had got it working on the Nintendo DS a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
It's like that thing of trying to get the original Doom to run on a toaster just because someone can. Should they be doing it? Yes. Absolutely yes. How about we move on to that bit? What do you reckon?
Yes.
So, brand new news this week was we've got a new Doctor Who announced. Kuti Gatwa, who's in Sex Education. Not something I watched, but I know it was meant to be good because of him. And I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, so I'm quite excited about it. Very excited. Later this year that Jodie Whittaker's bowing out. I really enjoyed her as Doctor Who. I thought she was fantastic. I don't know if you got to watch any of her.
I've not really watched the Doctor Who stuff. I haven't for quite a long time, actually. But, yeah, I don't know if it's something I want to try and revisit, I guess. Yeah.
It was kind of always in the background for me.
Yeah, I used to have it on in the background as well, here and there. But yeah, like I say, it's not one that I've really kind of followed. So I don't know. Maybe at some point it could be something that I may sit down and watch on a particular part, perhaps.
The only thing that is a bit of a shame is that Kuti Gatwa won't be the Doctor until next year, effectively. He'll obviously appear at the end of the episode, but because there'll be so many people trying to ruin the secret of who the next Doctor Who is, they have to announce it months in advance. Like when Peter Capaldi was being announced, they had to smuggle him in under blankets. There was a car park a few blocks away, and he was literally in the back seat under blankets, just so they couldn't work out. It's madness. But yeah, new Doctor Who coming out soon.
Doctor Who?
Who? Doctor Who. Ooh, for any of you who've got Prime out there, Amazon Prime, the whole James Bond series of films have been released from Sean Connery up to Daniel Craig's most recent one as well is out there. So if you're already paying for Prime Video, you can watch your way through the entire catalogue, which is pretty cool if you've got any gaps. Because you've watched most of them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not recently, but yeah, I pretty much have. I must have seen all of them at some point in time. But yeah, I haven't seen the last couple of them, so I plan to check them out.
The Daniel Craigs.
Yeah. Because I definitely really want to see the new one, and I'm glad that it's on Prime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to watch Spectre, and then get watching that as well. So yeah, I plan hopefully to do that before I go back to work.
Oh, did they? Oh, for more, Amazon bought MGM, so that's why so much has suddenly popped up on there. I did wonder why.
Yeah.
It's like I was expecting the odd movie, because there's a growing... their collection does seem to be improving, or expanding.
That's pretty good.
There's a good few ones to look at. I did really enjoy Daniel Craig as Bond as well. He's a great...
yeah, I mean...
Brilliant actor.
I'll probably say he's my favourite Bond. And the second will be Pierce Brosnan.
I don't know if he's my favourite. Who is my favourite? I mean, I love Sean Connery. He was just... Goldfinger. Just... That's the reason why I started loving James Bond. Like, I remember watching Dr. No and not really getting it from Russia of Love. Enjoyed it a bit more. And then GoldenEye, I'm saying GoldenEye again, Goldfinger. Just went and watched it again. You know, it was always on around Christmas.
Yeah, I mean...
Timothy Dalton when we were growing up, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah. I mean, I know, when I was, a kid, watching the Bond movies, I remember just seeing a lot of, what's his name now? Roger Moore.
Yeah, Sean Connery, then Roger Moore. George Lazenby's in the middle of there.
Yeah, so, even though I enjoyed pretty much all of the Bonds, really, Sean Connery and all that, but yeah, for some reason, I don't know, I particularly like the Roger Moore ones. I don't know, because as a kid, I suppose, he brought in a more sort of comical kind of type thing with the Bonds.
Yeah.
And that wasn't bad, I thought it was quite good. But as a kid, it was quite nice to see that, I guess. But, yeah, for me, yeah, growing up, Roger Moore was my favourite Bond at the time.
What I liked on British TV, there was the Avengers. Not the Marvel Avengers, but John Steele. John Steed? Think Kingsman, but in the 70s, 80s and 90s. Okay. And it was where Emma Peel was. Diana Rigg was in it as well. And just, it was almost a rival to James Bond in many ways. And over time, the actors would appear in the James Bond movies and then always be killed off. And it just felt really underhanded, but I liked it. Or as saying MGM's library is huge, it includes Stargate as well. But it's not, no, I haven't seen that. I would definitely have been watching that again and again and again. I love Stargate, the movie and SG-1 series. And
yeah,
Atlantis.
I used to enjoy watching those on TV, even up to I suppose a few years back. I think
Mm.
watched a load of Atlantis. Yeah, it was good.
I never really got into Universe.
Was that the later one?
Yeah, that was one with whatchamacallit, Robbie, not Robbie Coltrane, Robbie Carlyle. Robbie Carlyle? Robert Carlyle?
Yeah.
Robert Carlyle.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, alright, I know there's SG-1 movies, but I mean Stargate. Yeah, original one. Awesome movie. That they brought back some of the actors from as well, but not all of them, of course. Today I watched Last Action Hero. Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And it really is underrated, but mainly because of Charles Dance as the main baddie. Just one of the best baddies ever on a movie. Maybe wasted on Last Action Hero, but it was about a movie in a movie, so it was meant to be a joke on everything. But there are so many cameos in that movie as well.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah, it's just one of the greatest lines for a villain. If God was a villain, he'd be me. Just definitely want to just role play a character like that just to say that line, even though it would be nothing but a rip off. And it's like, no, don't do it. But do it.
Yeah, I was watching one of Arnie's movies the other night, Commando, which great movie. Just want to see just action from the start. Commando is your movie. Really good.
Have you seen Commando the musical?
I think I have, yes.
There's no way to say it's good, but it's definitely something you should experience if you haven't seen it out there. More to the point, Predator the music is glorious. Awful, absolutely awful, but amazing. If you go into YouTube and you look out for it, Predator the music. Just Arnold Schwarzenegger sound like singing "If It Bleeds, We Can Kill It" just brings tears of joy to the eye. So the next bit is a bit of an odd one. We're going to do Food Cart's Food of the Week. And again, sorry this is all sounding a bit wooden, but just, we're getting used to it. Hopefully it's sounding okay to a point. But recently I went to Iceland. And they've got a terrifyingly... just their range of ice creams is just... I want it. I really want it. It just looks so good. I've lost my little pop out of our little voices talking away. Where's it gone? There we are. You back? You're back. There we are. See, I wondered if yourself and chat might help me just choose the different ice creams I might get next time. And I thought about doing a video on it. And maybe some ice creams you want to get as well. We could talk about it next time, because just some of them are just... like, I can't eat all of them. So not all of them, but some of them. And yeah, I can't have the broken biscuits. Last time I went to Iceland, I bought a packet of broken biscuits, and as I was about to put one in my mouth, I suddenly realised I hadn't checked the ingredients, and I almost ate one with hazelnuts in, and I am anaphylactic to hazelnuts. It wasn't a packet of hazelnut biscuits, just one of them could have been hazelnuts. And it's like, huh.
And of course, because they're broken,
Yeah,
it will get everywhere.
But what's safer is ice creams.
Ice creams.
Yeah, that was a moment. My colleague at work was very excited about getting a packet of biscuits. Oh, thanks for the biscuits, but why? It was like, because I almost killed myself by accident. He was like, that's a good reason. It's like, yeah, really is. So, because I had blackjack ice lollies,
Mm.
and they're like twisters, and it's just
Okay, yeah.
vanilla ice cream with blackjack twisted around the outside, and it was just aniseedy, licorice cyclone of joy. It was amazing. It was so good. Oh, really, really was. So yeah, have you got the site up?
I don't have the site up.
Yeah, pull up the site, and just we'll go through the different ones and just say, yeah, let's try that one or let's not. Like cherry cola bottle, I can't have cherry, so unfortunately I can't go for that one. But Poppets, they actually do a Poppet one. Do you remember Poppets, the sweets? So it was
yes. We sell them. Well, at my work.
I love Poppets. So for those who don't know, like it was a tiny chocolate ball filled with a cream. Mint was the most
icing kind of cream, really.
Yeah, like a
sweet thing.
Or there was a toffee one, or there was one with raisin. I think there was one with coffee as well, but that was harder to get hold of. So, yeah, mint Poppet one. Definitely looking at that one. Cherry cola, could you go for that one? I don't know. It depends if you like cherry cola in the beginning.
It's true. See, when it comes to lollies, I think I'm more of a ice cream kind of person rather than a lolly person.
Okay. You like it with a spoon rather than a stick.
I like it on stick, but like I think I prefer more like things like Magnums and those kinds of sort of ice creams. Although I've had that J2O one, I'm pretty sure I've had that one. Something similar to that.
Yeah, kind of. It's just a Solero, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's probably what I've had.
Yeah. I can have that one now. Passion fruit. And is that the boxer?
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, what is going
Energy
on there?
ice lolly? Oh, Tyson Fury. What? Okay, I'm not going for those. Just black and blue raspberry. I mean, getting hyper off. I mean, I don't want it.
Or are you ready to buy ice cream? You know, we do basic ice creams, got cream,
Raspberry
ripple.
rum and raisin. I get it. Okay, it's got apple in, so I can't go for that one. I wasn't really wanting to, but it was starting to pull me in. Love Hearts.
Oh, love heart person.
Yeah, but what about ice cream love ones? Okay, I'm tempted, but again, cherry and orange. What are the ingredients on them? Cherry juice. No, I might pass it on to someone else. That one, the Love Hearts. It depends if it's got all the ones, because you know how a few years ago there was uproar when the people were allowed to vote for the new Arctic vessel, and they wanted it to be Boating McBoatface.
Oh yeah.
Well, years before that, when Love Heart were doing a similar thing of what should the new Love Heart have on it, it ended up being Medjool because of Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen. And it's still in there today because I've had Love Hearts recently and it's still in there. Just Mijuli. There's like I love you, hug me, and Mijuli. Just what people must think about it. So what? Okay, slush puppy cones. That
They don't look too bad. It looks like it's got some ice cream on it.
yeah, that looks interesting. I might give it a miss, but see if it's on offer. Baileys. I mean, anything to do with Baileys is just a winner for me. It's one of my favourite things in the world.
I'm not a fan of original Baileys, but I have like like going on to alcohol. They have like a biscotti flavour, which is quite nice.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they have a caramel flavour or something? And I think I've tried their red velvet flavour.
Ooh, I haven't tried the red velvet one.
That's pretty nice. Really nice.
Might have looked towards that then.
Yeah. I think they do a salted caramel flavour maybe. And a chocolate one, I think.
Ooh. I remember Lidl's did a version of Baileys, and there was gingerbread and vanilla. And the vanilla one was really nice, but the gingerbread one was just incredible. It wasn't too sweet, so it was kind of it was a darker gingerbread flavour. And alcoholic. It was great.
I think I bought one from Lidl. They do one that I have is like a salted caramel one, I think. But I haven't tried it yet. I bought that like 2 years ago. I don't know if it'll be alright. I'm not sure. There's no expiry date on it.
It'll be fine. That'll be fine.
There's literally no expiry date on it. I couldn't see one on the bottle anywhere.
I mean, if it pours out like a drink, it's fine. If it slops out like 2-month-old milk, maybe change the mind, but it should be fine. Yeah, Bailey doesn't.
Will it be fine? Will it be fine after 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, actually, it might be dodgy. You probably want to post it to me, and then I'll be brave for you, and try the potentially dangerous buying this. No, fine, I'll get my own. Yeah, although they probably don't do it anymore because it was 2 years ago. So
that's true.
Starburst ice lollies. Probably can't have it, unfortunately. Strawberries I can't have.
Again, not a fan of the lollies.
I used to like Calypsos. Those were nice.
Yeah, they're okay.
I didn't always like slush puppy as a drink, so trying it as an ice lolly, it's not really winning me over.
I didn't mind them as a drink. It's just something you have as a kid, really. That's the only time I probably wouldn't get them now.
I am a kid. Brianna Banana Millions ice cream. I can't have banana, unfortunately, but Millions are doing ice creams now.
I don't really like banana flavoured stuff.
No, I didn't used to.
Things.
Even
I
before.
like bananas. I don't like banana flavoured things. Because they just taste artificial. I don't know. It just has this horrible taste that doesn't really taste like banana.
More slush puppy stuff. Oh, there you go. Bailey's as a scoopable ice cream. There's one for you. You can have your spoon. Chubba Chubs are doing ice lollies? Terrifying.
It's just going down it. Now we're getting to more of the ice cream, so yeah, we've got Cornettos, Maltesers. They're not bad. I'd go for them.
I'm not always the biggest fan of Ben & Jerry's. It's a nice ice cream, it is, but it doesn't really win me over. I don't know why. I think there are better ones. Like I'd rather have a clotted cream ice cream than cookie dough, and I like it.
Or which one has got banana in it? Which one? The storms have started outside.
Oh, has the is there actually any banana in the banana millions? Possibly not. Banana juice. Yeah.
Banana juice. What?
And malic acid. I know, juice to banana.
Juice bananas. Like, dude, does any juice come out of bananas?
Apparently, yes. You know, just you really got to work it. But yeah, you can.
Can anyone in chat confirm this?
Has anybody out there juiced a banana before? Did anybody in chat expect to be asked that today or any time in their entire lives?
You want to juice
A banana. I don't think I've tried a Malteser ice cream. I know I've seen them out there.
I've had one, maybe. I don't usually buy them like my mum does. She buys those ones. And I'll nick one to try it.
Yeah, nick it and then leave a review for next podcast.
It's very tasty. Oh, hello, Mike from Jake. How you doing?
Welcome, Mike.
You've never juiced a banana.
You've never just covered. We're bringing out the lurkers from there just so they can either confirm or deny. Just.
But when you heard, has anyone juiced a banana? You heard that one.
It's like it's quite late in the UK, so it's possible people have fallen asleep listening to us and are now having terrifying dreams of juicing bananas. Like, what's going on?
You can't eat them. Oh no.
Is Mike in the can't eat banana crew as well?
Yes.
I feel like celebrating because it's not just me, but also it is a bit naff because I quite like.
I like a banana.
I like a banana. Wham Rocket Lolly. I don't know if I can have it, but I really liked Wham both as a band and as a sweet.
And good. This no.
Raspberry. Probably can't.
And yeah, the rest. Yeah, not a fan of.
Refreshers. I used to love Refreshers. That's one of my favourite sweets. Dangerous.
Yeah, I was never. Again, I never really had sweets as such. I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, I did, I guess, but I haven't really had them. I don't really have them much now.
What about the milk lollies? Like the tiny little ones. They used to be like 20 pence.
Yeah, I remember having those.
Those are great.
Yeah, they were good.
Just wasted so much money on there. You can get Chewits ice cream.
Chewits ice cream, okay.
Is it chewy ice cream or is it just the flavour of it? Like, what? I can't have it. It's strawberry, but... It's like if it was vanilla Chewit flavoured ice cream, it'd be madness, but I'd be up for that. Capri Sun now do ice lollies?
Oh, Mike, your stomach doesn't like the bananas. Okay. It's understandable.
I'm the same way, Mike. I'm the same way. Angel Delight ice cream.
God.
I mean, it's £3.50 for 800 ml. I feel like you could buy a packet of Angel Delight for 60 pence, make it up, and then freeze it, and probably get the same thing, but
yeah, I think
a lot less.
Yep. Because ambrosia ice cream. Never seen most of these. I didn't know they existed.
Well, it was the Coca-Cola bowls. I wasn't brave enough to get it, but because I love cola bottles as a sweet. I think my main fear is, what if it's actually really good? It's like, it's such a weird thing, and they look
No banana jokes yet.
I want to know.
Nothing yet. But yeah, ambrosia ice cream vanilla.
I'm
And
just
there's a
scrolling
butter
down
kiss
to
one.
it.
I think we should move on to our next topic. We're going to be here forever.
Yeah, I
The
will.
Mr. Kipling ice cream. What the hell?
I will butter-kissed popcorn ice cream. Dolly mixes. I will get ice creams in the. There's milk teeth. It was a
None of those appeal to me. Mr. Kipling ice cream, though.
Viennese
find
whirl.
that. I'm going to my local Iceland to get that one.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, I haven't been to Iceland for ages. It turns out they've had all of this underneath them. Like salted caramel poppets as well. Vimto.
There's a vegan plant-based ice cream and it says no meat.
What?
No meat, no moo chocolate ice cream.
There you go. If anybody out there's ever wanted ice cream without meat, now's your chance.
Yep.
Also,
there's no horse meat in that.
There's Millions Iron Brew ice cream.
Wow.
Iron Brew ice cream. I want it. I want to know. Right, yeah, okay.
Also, before we leave the thing, have you ever had a mochi?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I've had it. It's nice. They're great.
Yeah, they're
get a mochi.
It's a weird texture. I love it, but I get why some people don't. But yeah, just pounded rice with a nice filling. I've had it with taro, like kind of purple, and it was really gorgeous.
I had a chocolate one. Yeah, the idea is you're supposed to leave it for about 5 minutes for it to firm up, and then you bite into it. And they're nice. They are really nice. Okay, what are we on to next?
Sorry, I'm just looking at all the terrifying sherbet fountain. Oh, wait, has that actually got licorice as a stick? Yes.
No, my vanilla strawberry steak ice cream.
Right, I will get more ice. I will get ice creams next month because I want them. I want them.
I'm sure I'll get one, and we can do an Iceland ice cream review of some sorts.
Yeah, pepperoni is an ice cream. I could do that. Layman, move us on to the next section, otherwise I will not leave the.
Okay, so the next section is.
I want it.
Layman's loot. I'm just typing this into my thing manually. So yeah, my loot of the week. First of all, we have this fellow, the Stream Deck Mark II. Of course, as a streamer, kind of want this type of thing. And for those of you that have one, will know how much it helps with streaming and everything else. Now with this particular, the price is a little bit much, £140. But with this particular one, I have seen it go on sale. So it goes down to about £115, which I think is a really good price for a Stream Deck, especially for 15 key one. And I say this particular one because I know for some reason the white one seems to go on sale. I haven't seen the black one yet going for sale yet, but so I'll say keep an eye on this one if you're after a Stream Deck.
It's such an odd thing, though, isn't it? Why would it be cheaper? Because it looks it kind of looks flashier. I mean, I like using dark mode and everything, but it's pretty. It looks pretty in white.
Yeah, same. I think it looks nice. But, highly recommend. Yeah, keep an eye on this one if if you're after one. And I don't know if that is like a, if you're outside of the UK or anything, if it will drop down in price. Check your local Amazon, wherever you might be. Maybe keep an eye on it to see if it gets discounted.
Lakeman will be keeping an eye and I'll update.
Yes.
As and when. Because I know a friend is a technical director. They use Stream Decks for theirs, just like for theatre work. It is so useful. Such a useful piece of tech.
Yes, it does make a difference, and it's just so handy.
Yeah, and the smaller one is 69 at the moment.
It is, yeah, £69. Not too bad as well, I think, for that. Because at some point I want to obviously try a 2 PC setup. And the idea behind, like, if I was to get a Stream Deck, I'll need one for the main PC and for the other one, I suppose. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I may just get 2 small ones. I might get one like this and then get a small one for the other one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's just an idea. If it works, that is.
I mean, they tend to be, like, Elgato seem to be really expensive, but also, they're really good at doing whatever you want to do. So mashing 2 computers together, audiovisual, good. It's why streamers started jumping on it, and everyone else has as well. But yeah, cool.
And
what's your next one?
So the next one is another piece of streaming equipment. These are pretty much all streaming equipment, really. But, of course, you can, if you don't stream, you can still use it. The next one is the Razer Audio Mixer, which has been released not too long ago. Now, this isn't really a recommendation, because the price is a lot. £250.
Yeah, just a bit.
This little thing, and as you can see on that front, you might recognise that it kind of looks familiar because it kind of looks like the Go XLR Mini, and you kind of would be right because it's pretty much identical to the Go XLR Mini. There you go, like having a look at the screenshots there. You've got the same kind of ports at the front. You've got the same buttons on the back. So why would you get this? I have no idea. If you've got the money, I suppose you could just get it because it's a newer thing, but it does exactly the same as the Go XLR Mini.
I mean, Razer just goes by then. I mean, I know they're high quality, but yeah, they put Razer on it and do add so much to their prices.
They do. And yeah, like, yeah. Or saying, yeah, it's a tad high. So, I mean, it's way cheaper. Yep, definitely is.
I mean, have you seen how many ratings there are for it at the moment? 1.
1 rating, and it's a 5-star. What has this person said? Beats the market leader hands down, apparently. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I probably would say that they're exactly the same. I mean, from what I've seen a little review on it from YouTuber Harris Heller, and yeah, the software seems a bit ropey on it at the moment. So, well, yeah, I just wanted to show this one just because it's out there, and if you're a Razer fan, this could be something that you might want.
Yeah, and if you do go for it, let us know. Well, I don't.
Let us
Will
know
you?
if you like it.
Yeah, leave the second review if it's
Does it beat the market leader hands down? What we want to know. Let's go on to the market leader now. Food cart.
I was gonna say clearly they love Razer, but I get it. You have a favorite brand. Like I've still got a rat as a mouse.
Mm.
And that company doesn't even exist anymore, but I'd still swear by them. But clearly, not enough people did because they're gone. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're going on to the next one now, which is the Go XLR Mini, and this is a recommendation, big recommendation, because one, the company TC Helicon, they've had this out for many years. It's mad popular. It's probably one of the best bits of kit you could add to your whether it be your streaming or whatever it is that you want to use it for. It's really good, and of course Aura has one. That means it's even better.
Has it got a swearing button?
The swearing button is actually quick mute button, from what I learned. Basically, you press and hold that. So if you wanna, if you're gonna sneeze or something, or you need to say something so no one can hear it, you press that and you hold it, and you can do whatever and take your finger off it. But yeah, the price is really good, £133. Really good. It's something that I was really tempted to get myself. So yeah, I'm sure those who have one would highly recommend that. And it's definitely something I would recommend at that price.
I mean, Go XLR has always been the one from so many different sources that have said. I mean, 2,052 reviews, and it's 4.5.
Mm. Oh, it does beep?
It beeps. Because I know Sekian's got one, or at least he's got a Go XLR. I'm not sure if he's got a mini or the big one. But I know he always does his beep, and I don't know what that's from. And I thought, oh, is it?
Okay, so maybe
Cool.
it doesn't. Interesting.
Oh, got a bunny nibbling my ankle. Hi. You right? They've gone. Okay.
It'd be fun if that button would also launch a beep sound.
I mean, occasionally they miss the trouser leg and they kind of playfully nibble me. Then there'll be a beep sound. But yeah, hi. Yeah, apparently I'm the centre of attention now. So what was the next one?
The next one is another cool recommendation, which is this one, the Beacon Mix. And as you can see, it looks really cool.
That looks amazing.
It's something, again, I'd be really tempted to get. Possibly over the Go XLR Mini. Because you can sort of you can do similar things with it, as you can see on that screen. On the screen, you can see like the different things you can have on that.
So it went to an odd, only having one screen, it went to an odd shape on this.
But, yeah, the reason, again, recommended was this is actually designed by the Go XLR Mini people, TC Helion. I think a bunch of them, moved on from that company, and they now have this beacon. so you know that it's going to be good quality. And this version right here is like I suppose not the basic one as such, but it is like you can literally plug it into your PC straight away, and then download the software and pretty much use it straight away like that. And then if you look at the top and go to Beacon Mix Create, this is their more sort of premium one.
Right.
And this one is has the same 4 buttons, but you can see there's extra buttons on the bottom and the sides. And this basically allows you to have unlimited sources on the screen there. So you can see there's 4 on there right now, but you can add more. And you'd use the arrow keys to toggle the different screens for that. Whereas the other one, you can only have the 4. And plus this, you'd have to set this up differently as well in your sound settings. So you'd have to do that step as well.
I must admit, this, just looking at it, scares me less than the Go XLR. Just
yeah, it's like it's very clean. It's those buttons don't only turn, but you can press them down as well.
Oh,
so
cool.
You've got essentially two things there. And yeah, the software again is more like the Go XLR Mini, where you have that little table. I forget what it's called. Don't know if it shows it here.
And they've got the key features versus each other as well.
Yeah.
The basic one has drag and drop UI, but the create one doesn't.
Yeah, so that's another thing with the other one is, it's meant to be more easy, quick and simple. You can drag, drop, and all that kind of stuff. With this one, it's more, it's more detailed. So when I say that, you have this thing called a routing table, which the Go XLR Mini I think has, where you can assign certain audio devices how you want them, how you want to set them up. Which is really cool. But yeah, that one is a recommendation. I believe. Let me see if I see there. Here you go. If you scroll down right down to the bottom, it gives you the prices. So the Beacon Mix is £123, and the other one is £164. For those of you in Europe, that will be €144 for the Mix, and the Create €193.
And for those of you in the US, $149 for the Mix and $199 for the Create.
Excellent. Unfortunately, mine is taking ages to load to show that.
It's cool.
There you go. And that completes my loots of the week.
Aura was saying it was for, they do their own mics as well. Hopefully it works with other mics equally, but obviously it probably would.
Yeah, they have their own mic as well, but you can use these without it. You don't need to have the Beacon mic associated with it. You can still use it as like you would use a Go XLR or your different mics and all sorts.
Because as well as getting my second monitor up and running again, it's definitely sound I'd want to improve on next. Just, got to force my and dulcet tones on you in a slightly better way, like. Can you still hear me? Well, it looks like Discord's had a bit of a problem. So we'll just get Lateman down back in a moment. But yeah, it's definitely streaming. It's a beautiful rabbit hole to go down. Yeah, I figured you could hear me, luckily. But right, we'll close Discord and open up again. I haven't really had Discord crash on me for a long time. It was doing it quite often. Indeed. Oh, definitely this is a shopping list rather than things to actually buy.
You're back.
I am. Discord just went, no. And I had no say in the matter after that. I was like, okay, fair enough. You've told me what you want to do, mate. So we're on to something else now, aren't we? About what we want to do for the future. So yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the podcast. It has been a bit wooden. Have you enjoyed yourself, Lateman? A little bit?
I have, yeah. Been pretty fun.
It's odd not doing something else, isn't it? Like, if you're playing a game, you can natter all along. I mean, I can talk for far too long. People may have noticed. I don't know. I keep it well hidden. But, yeah. Next time... Sorry, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, as you can see, this has been a pilot sort of episode of what you can expect us to be talking about on a probably like every other week basis. And of course, we'll have more things set up, so it's more easier to navigate between pages and videos and stuff like that. So, yeah. What else have you got installed for the future food cart for the podcast?
Well, we were going to be getting guests in, giving them a few interviews and just getting them involved. It'll be at a more reasonable hour, generally. So we started a little bit later than we normally would. But, yeah, there's a few people we definitely want to have a natter with. We've got in mind. And, yeah, it's going to be looking a bit better as well, because this is obviously a bit of a slapdash. Lateman's got beautiful ideas in mind.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I can get some bits working. As you can see on my channel, just got a couple of, just threw bits together, but we've taken a couple of ideas from this. There's some other bits and pieces, and hopefully making something a little bit better for both of us.
Pushing our minds together and seeing what explodes out of it. Bit like this, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we go along, as Foodcart says, we'll hopefully have some guests going forward, and maybe some regular guests on the podcast talking about various stuff. It should be fun.
Other streamers, other people.
Yep.
We'll see who we can get in, see who we can persuade.
Aura Prime.
Exactly. I offer them a Coca-Cola flavored ice lolly, and they're in. That's all it takes, surely, right?
Yeah. And of course, we'll have hopefully ideas that we wanna, that we may do something to discuss about actually, but doing like polls for the topics that we chat about, to get you guys more, getting with what we're talking about. So that's something that we could possibly do.
And are there any games out there that you're excited about that we should have a look at? Let us know. The plan is to do this every few weeks. Unfortunately, 2 weeks' time, it's the middle of a very busy festival for me. But
yeah, like moving forward after that, we're probably looking at like a every other week kind of type deal. And yeah, we'll go from there and see how that works.
The summer holidays are coming up soon too. They are, but this festival is the biggest crazy bit. It's why we're trying to get everything set up now, just so it's I can sit here and talk.
Good night, Mike from Jake. Take care. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We're not far off saying goodbye anyway, Mike. So thanks for thanks for putting up with us. Should we call it there for the moment?
I think so. Yeah.
Hope you've all enjoyed it.
Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed listening to us nattering away.
Madly and inanely. It's a lot of fun. Right, I'll say goodbye to you for the moment now, Lakeman, and I'll send a little raid over to somebody, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.